This time on Atlas Unlimited, we say goodbye to Ireland, but not before a few games.
Looks like you boys just got into a quid cab! Oh! I've got the chance to win big!
Stuff our pockets with a few souvenirs.
Are you serious right now?
And journey our way to the legendary Cliffs of Moher.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I'll be your guide. Look, there's no cliffs. What are they even talking about?
As we journeyed back down the hill, one of our guides, Vincent, told us about a well just down the road with an interesting folktale behind it. So before we called it a night, we decided to check it out. A short walk away, Vincent introduced us to what the locals call the Well of the Mad.
Yeah. Should we do it?
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
You need all the help you can get.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
So where Keaton is standing right now is actually the mouth of a well coming from underground. In Gaelic, there's a sign up there. They call this the Well of the Mad. And it's because in folklore, they believe that this well cured madness. And later when it was studied, they discovered that the well has a lot of lithium content in it. And lithium has actually been studied and known to help with manic depression. So there was a lot of truth to that folklore, but they also said that you'd have to drink about a barrel of it in order to feel its effects. But people still come, as Keaton is doing now.
I tend to think of Ireland as a familiar place with familiar traditions. But the more I hear stories like this, the more mysterious and magical it becomes. It's time to hit the road, and we're going to need to drive like crazy from Dingle, up through Limerick, and over to the Cliffs of Moher. From there, we'll drive late into the night to reach our final accommodation, before waking up bright and early to fly out of Dublin Airport. As we prepare for this final stretch, the three of us realize that in our hurry to explore Ireland, we have yet to buy a single souvenir. Some people would head to a gift shop or an outlet mall, but if you want an authentic piece of Ireland, there's only one place to go: an antique store.
This is good. This is actually the same way that I set up my wall at home.
Most of the stuff here was purchased from estate sales and practically radiates with old Irish charm.
This came off a real boat.
The perfect place to find unique keepsakes.
My God.
The hardest part is finding something we can fit in our suitcase.
Are you serious?
Or get past airport security.
Keaton and I have always been obsessed with World War II, just the history of World War II, and these are very reminiscent and widely used during World War II. Ford lamp, a 1920 Ford lamp.
You can hear a bunch of men screaming.
If you want to get a fascinating look at whatever country you visit, checking out a thrift store or an antique store is a must.
This we're looking at about, I don't know, two in the bush. Fold that back way out.
It could be a military seat.
Just kind of sit there like that.
That's what it is.
Cameras.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is the best antique store I've ever been in. Hands down.
Each of us walked away with something unique and special. These are medals that would hang on horses' saddles. These will find their way into an Atlas giveaway sometime soon. As we buckle in for the long drive ahead, Kelly's got an idea of how to keep it interesting.
Uh-oh. Looks like you boys just got into a quid cab.
Squid cab?
No. It's like a cash cab, but we're in Ireland and it's called quid.
Oh, cash?
Oh, quid cab. The way quid cab works is I'm going to be asking you about the meanings of Irish words and phrases, and you have to deliver me the correct answer of what that Irish phrase or word means. The point system works a little bit differently. If you can get it without a hint, you get 2 points. However, if you need a hint, which comes in the form of me using it in a sentence, you get 1 point. If you get it wrong, you get none. Sorry about that. The most points at the end of the game will win a crisp tenner. Number 1, fair play.
So my thought is fair play is probably like in a game where you're allowed to steal something from another player, you know, like, and you do it anyway, even though it's mean. Well, it's fair play.
I would say that it's like if you take advantage of an opportunity that others might see as unfair.
So like the same thing that I just said.
You're both wrong currently. Would you like an example of fair play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna do this in my best Irish accent. I apologize if I offended. Ah, deadly. Fair play to her.
I think it's like a bless you. Best wishes, blessings. That's my guess.
I don't know what I think, but I think Kim's wrong. Can I bet against Kim? Fine, then I say best of luck. That's what it is.
Unfortunately, you are both wrong. Fair play is actually used to congratulate someone. So fair play to neither of you, unfortunately. The next one, stall the ball.
Stalling the ball is sort of like running out the clock. So you're at work, you've got 15 minutes left, but you don't really want to do anything. You kind of stall the ball until it's time to go home.
So I think stall the ball is probably like when you kind of paint yourself into a corner, I guess. Where you kind of like, you trap yourself and you have to start over on something.
I would say Kim is the most correct. Stall the ball is to either ask someone to wait for you for a second, or it's something that you say when you've lost your train of thought. So you can say, oh, stall the ball, what was I thinking about? The next one is a description of something. The term or phrase is, it's lashing.
Lashing.
I think it means when it's raining really hard.
I think it's biblical. And I think it has to do with something being punishing. Like it's like torture to go through.
Both very good guesses, but Keaton nailed it on the head.
Really?
It is downpour raining. Sweet.
Wow.
Call a cab, it's lashing out. The next is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to tell you the phrase, and I want you to tell me what class it would fall in what scenario it would be said.
Okay.
Story horse.
I think it's somebody who tells a bunch of lies. Someone who you would look at as kind of a boy who cried wolf.
I think it's something that you proclaim when someone's telling you a story that's too good to be true.
Yeah.
It's like, I think you're right.
Yes, that makes sense. I totally agree. However, that is incorrect. Really, the answer is it's a greeting. Story horse is a greeting.
How? They literally just proclaim story horse.
Story horse.
Story horse.
The phrase is, give it a lash.
So a different way to use lash.
I think it has to do with watering plants or something, like if you're out in your garden.
So do you think it's related?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I don't think it's related. I think it means put some elbow grease into it. Like you're like really hunker down and go for it.
It means to give it a go.
Oh, okay.
All right. The next is the final round. It is currently 4-3 with Kim in the lead. Keaton, I will give you an opportunity. If you get it on the first guess, you get 3 points.
Hey.
The opportunity to take the lead.
I don't need your mercy.
Kim, unfortunately, you can still only receive the standard points, 2 or 1.
How is that fair?
Hey, Quid Cab makes the rules, not me.
I'm willing to let you give it a lash.
I'm gonna deduct 1 point.
No,
for
you
saying-
can't. No.
Okay, the final word is Banjaxed.
I would say completely destroyed. That's my guess.
Personally, I think Banjaxed. I think that it means sabotaged.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Keaton is right. He wins. Keaton will win a crisp tenner, which we will likely put towards gas.
Yeah, it's literally
for
just gonna
driving.
go back. I guess.
But Kim absolutely sucks. Thank you so much.
Listen, the kid gave it the best try he could.
He gave it a lash. He really did.
He gave it a lash.
You won on unfair terms.
Oh.
With the long drive over, we've finally arrived at our accommodation for the night.
Look at the arch.
When the folks who own this rental heard our story, they offered to let us come stay here free of charge. And to say thanks, we want to show you guys around.
Hey everybody, we are here in Marianne College, and this is in Clonmel, Ireland. This is one of the last places that we're going to be staying, but it is by far one of the greatest. The first room on the left here is the first bathroom. Obviously we have this incredible red, which you've seen probably throughout. That little accent, I just like that they carried it through here into this this beautiful like red subway tile. And now here we are in the master bedroom, which has its own ensuite. Again, that rainfall shower, just this incredible modern design. here we are in their second dwelling. This is their second Airbnb property. This is called Bartholomew's Loft. This one's a little bit different. They used the term flip-flop because on the base floor here where we are now is actually where the living spaces are, or the bedrooms.
The couple who own these two units are also experienced travel guides and offer tours of attractions all across Ireland. We can't recommend them enough. You can find them on Instagram under the name Ireland at Your Leisure. Give them a follow and be sure to tell them thanks for supporting Atlas Unlimited.
You know what I'm saying?
That stuff looks good.
Waking up bright and early, we get a couple snacks before we start our drive to the Cliffs of Moher. It's our last real day in Ireland, and we're going to make the most of every second.
It's a completely different shift to go from, we're still in rolling green hills in Ireland, but to go to more coastal cities, it just increases my desire to live here more and more and more.
I think the Cliffs of Moher are overrated.
Oh dear.
I mean, think about places like
Yeah.
anywhere that is better than this. There's no cliffs. What are they even talking about?
I've been a videographer for 10 years now. I've filmed weddings all across the United States, but the best shots I've ever gotten have been here at the Cliffs of Moher.
Hey everybody, we are Atlas Unlimited. Unfortunately, this is our last day in Ireland, but we've had so much fun here. Today, we are on the west side of the island. We are at the Cliffs of Moher right now. We're really excited to show you the immense beauty of it, show you some cinematic shots.
This has been a dream come true, and there's so much to see that we haven't been able to see yet.
The three of us start our walk around the cliffs. The pathway parallels the edge itself and makes for some spectacular views.
Welcome to the Cliffs of Moher.
Hi, my name's Kelly Haskell, owner and founder of Atlas Unlimited.
No.
The stretch of cliffside known as the Cliffs of Moher extends for 9 miles and can reach up to 702 feet high at certain locations. If you're lucky, you can see puffins, gray seals, dolphins, minke whales, or even basking sharks, all within spitting distance of O'Brien's Tower. Reflecting back on the time that I've gotten to spend with my brothers, it's truly been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As the oldest, I can be a bit of a stickler, but they've helped me grow and pushed me outside my comfort zone.
Shut up.
And it's funny, but even in the moment, we knew that this was one of those good old days. After our trip, Keaton decided to brave the waters of business ownership and started his own shipping container tiny home company called Nomad. Kelly gathered up the courage to quit his job and started chasing his passion for graphic design. As for me, I'm still making videos full-time. You'll catch me at weddings or directing small-scale documentaries. But none have been quite as fulfilling as my once-in-a-lifetime trip with my brothers.
So
Dude, this looks legit! Look at that, bro! Oh my god!
There's a reason man farms. Because living out here. Calvin!
This is so weird!
No.
Are you kidding me?
this is seriously it.
Nothing turned out the way we'd planned, and right now, the future's uncertain. But the best part about doing it as a family is that success or fail, you did it with the people you love the most. We will continue to give Atlas our all, and are excited to share what's next in store.
Okay, well, let's go check it out. This
Let's go!
Be so awesome.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Long live Atlas Unlimited.